G. Gamer Tasha from Multiple Mike Hilbert, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. God bless each and every one of you. So I'm hoping everything's working okay. Let me know how the audio is sounding. Am I too low? Am I too high? I'm hoping I have no buffering issues. I still haven't really fixed that yet. There's a temporary fix regarding buffering. I don't know. We can't figure out what is wrong. So hopefully there's no buffering issues. If not, I'll have to change something and start the stream again. But I'm hoping we have no buffering issues. Please let me know about the audio. Is it sounding a bit better? I've changed something with the video too. I'm hoping I'll look a bit clearer. I don't know. We'll see if I do look a bit clear or not. We'll see. But anyway, look, let's keep her lit now. So sounds good. Says Siobhan. Hello from Belfast. Says Serpent of Mary. Thank you. Good to see you, Niall. By the way, Niall. All good. Okay, good stuff. Thank you very much. So let me know how the audio is sounding. How's the video doing? Audio echoing. Oh god, what's wrong now? Hold on a minute here. It was echoing. I muted that now. Can you hear me now? Is it okay? I've had to mute something there. So let me know in the live chat if everything is okay. If it stopped echoing, let me know what the audio is. Just please let me know about the audio now. Echo's gone. Hi, slight echoing and out. Is it echoing gone now? Okay now. Good stuff. Let me know in the live chat what it's like. Everything alright? Please let me know in the live chat if the audio is okay. So Roscommon says no, there's a protest that's coming Saturday, 2 p.m. Roscommon Town Square. We've got the organiser of the protest, Danica, coming on now in just a second. Audio good now was double audio. Yeah, I had two things blasting out there. Echo gone, bit low in volume. Right, okay. Let me turn her up a wee hair. So is that any better now? Hopefully that sounds a bit better. I have the audio boosted a wee bit. Yes, Niall, sounds good. Good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Yes, 9 sounds all good. That's better. All clear. Good stuff. Okay. Look, we're going to bring Danica in just a second. We're going to say a large prayer as Gaeilge, and then we're going to bring Danica on. So please, now, where's the Our Father? This button here should work. Nanyam naharg sa vek og spirit neve, amen. Ar nyahar atar now, go nefer danyam, go dagda de rate, go nyanter de holler and talv mar yanter now. Ar nar nu hul tor doing you, agus might doing our fecta. Mar a waiha might dar vecta na fein, ac na leg shina gahu, ac sir shina ulk, amen. Nanyam naharg sa vek og spirit neve, amen. Alright everybody, welcome to tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, we've got the organiser of the protest coming on now in just a second. Let's give her a bell. That's her wee cue there now that I'm going to call her in just a second. So I welcome to the show, everybody. If you're new to the show, please subscribe. Please share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. And if you're in the area, we will be travelling down to Roscommon this coming Saturday to support the good people of Roscommon, because there's a proposed iPass centre in the town. Let me mute this here, sorry. There's a proposed iPass centre in the town, and they're trying to get it stopped, so we're going to do everything we can to help them stop it, right? How do I turn this thing off here now? Right, okay. Okay, good. Yep, from there, Kenny, what's your opinion on the Muslim? I don't know. Don't support it anyway. What's the visual? Where's the visual? I don't understand what you're saying. So we're going to bring Danica on now in just a second, right? So let's see. Let me mute this side and let's give her a bell now. So on this end here. So if you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. We're going to bring on the organiser of the protest now in just a second. Hail from the UK says Justine. Zero says Amen. Greetings from New Jersey says Aaron. Where's the visuals coming out? Just don't be getting your knickers in a twist. Chill Winston, hello, says Lord J, Lady J. No, this lady's not answering her phone. She mustn't hear it or something. So I was just speaking to her a second ago. Call ended. I'm trying to call you, Danica, if you're listening to the show. Let me try again here, right? Hope she hasn't got cold feet. Evening also is Anne Galway, first Lions test Saturday. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Mass disruptions need to be organised. Connor's tattoo, says Paul Boy. So, I don't know, there's no answer here. Trying to call, but no answer. Okay. Are you concerned about the yeah, of course, they're always spraying this, aren't they? So we've got 150 watching. Look, get the message out there. Did you hear about the BBC settlement with Ryan Casey? We did, absolutely. Okay, so we're getting, I think Danica's coming there now, right? See, I can't, I have to call you for some reason. I don't know why I can't call you, or why I can't answer. Oh wait, what's coming on? She's calling me, but I can't answer for some reason. Let me call you, right? Where's that? There we go. Okay, I think we're ready to rock now, right? You're all right. So we should have Danica with us here now. Let me press this button here, Danica, and that should have you up. Now let me just move you a wee hair, right? Let me just move you over center, right? Let me max this out a bit. Just 2 seconds, just to get you centered on the screen. Right, you're with us now, Danica. Thanks so much for joining us. You're organising this protest this Saturday in Roscommon town at 2 p.m. Why don't you maybe introduce yourself briefly and then tell us what's happening in Roscommon?
Yeah, so my name is Danica Donlan. I'm the chair of the committee for Roscommon Says No to IPAS. We set up the group very recently, with the recent proposal of the IPAS in the town. Obviously, we're against it. We've seen the issues that these places have caused in towns across the country, and we don't want it here. And
No, 100%. I agree with you. Look, and we support you. We're here for you. Whatever we can do to help you. And because the good people of Roscommon need your support now. So this coming Saturday, we're holding a peaceful demonstration. If you're in the area, Athlone or whatever, Roscommon, Galway, Mayo, we're calling on all of you to support the people of Roscommon because we're all in this together, and we must fight this now. We have a chance to stop this IPAS centre. We have every right to protest in our own towns, in our own cities, our own villages. What's the response about this protest that I think you were leafleting there at the weekend? What was the response of the locals?
So the response of the locals was, a mixed bag. I suppose it was generally positive. We did have a couple of negative responses. The thing we found was it was a Saturday and the town was just so quiet, which is kind of the way the town has become in recent years. It's been decimated really. The response in general, I do fear that there's a bit of a kind of, I suppose the scale of this IPAS, the way it's being posed to people is, it's not very many people. And my point to that is, one is too many. One unvetted migrant is too many. And it's so important to oppose this because you think it's a minor. It's in the middle of the town. It's near our school, a creche. One is too many. But it's also so important because the financial gain to be made here is crazy. So for this small IPAS centre, there's like 520,000 a year to be made for that one person running this centre. That if they get away with that in one place, that would signal to others that Roscommon Town is open season for money to be made. It is a €1 billion industry at this stage. So it's so important to oppose this one and everywhere. The objective shouldn't just be to oppose it in Roscommon to move it down the road to Castlereagh. It's kicking the can down the road. In general, we need to oppose this. It's an industry and so disruptive. The people that are coming in, we know nothing. Most of them are males. I know they try and downplay the numbers. Yeah, we don't want that in our town. We don't need it. I think we've done enough. In the name of diversity, we're a fairly diverse town as it is. But yeah, we have to draw a line somewhere. We don't have the services and the things that we need for ourselves. So,
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. And you just mentioned services there. No, like GP, like people can't get a GP.
or
People are struggling to,
anywhere.
and of course, bringing in loads of people into the town who get medical cards handed to them.
Yeah.
The Irish taxpayers footing the bill. So the actual building they're talking about turning into an iPass centre. What information is an old hotel, an old convent? What
It's
exactly, or where is it, and what is it?
I'm not even sure. So I know that like they were old offices, like they used to do like training courses for like secretarial work or something back in the day. I don't actually know what the building originally was. Tried to look into it. Now they're saying I think the newest number is 17. It started higher. They're saying 17. The building is much bigger than that. It has capacity for a lot more, in my view, and in a lot of other people's views. Yeah, it's a building. It's fairly central in the middle of the town. It's quite a nice building as well. But yeah, look, we don't have a whole lot. Well, at the moment, we have a name, Noel Whelan. He's the applicant for the iPass Centre, who we know nothing about. He doesn't seem to have a local connection. It could be just a name. We just don't know. And the fact that that can happen in our town and we have no say and no idea who's behind it, who's making this 500,000 a year from this, that's going to affect our safety and our services and the things that we need in the town, it's an outrage.
Yeah, and have you reached out to any local politicians, local councillors, local TDs, and who is the TDs from the area?
So, like we have at the beginning, we did email. We didn't really get a whole lot of comments from them, and at the moment, because the decision hasn't been made. So, as it stands, the council did initially reject it. Now, I believe they did it. They said on traffic grounds, which I don't really think were necessarily valid grounds. I think it was a decision that maybe made them look good to deny it, but it was appealed immediately because the grounds weren't great, and it's gone to Board Planola. So right now, the view of the politicians is, don't panic, it's fine, the decision isn't made yet. But at the end of the day, like once that decision is made by on Board Planola, it's so much harder to fight it.
Yeah, and has
And
any
this was done
politicians
on the time.
has any politician said, "Look, we'll be there standing with you because we're against it too"? Like, is there? Do you know the names of the TDs and what political parties they represent? Who is the TDs in that area?
So like Eugene Murphy, to be fair, has said a lot against them, and like he's more than welcome. We do if someone's going to reach out to him. He's independent, as far as I know. None of the others. I mean, Claire Curran initially did come back to us. She's with Sinn Féin, but it was very much like, oh, it's miles off from happening, which wasn't really the case because, I mean, once the decision is kind of made, it's made. No, not particularly. Like, so at the beginning, we reached out to our county councillors. They're kind of saying they can't speak because while the decision is still waiting, yeah, we're just being kind of stonewalled.
Yeah, complete nonsense. Of course they can speak.
Yeah,
They just don't want to say
yeah.
anything. Look, I think you're very brave for standing up for your town. Well done to you. And you know,
Thanks.
why should like the protest is this coming Saturday, everybody, 2 p.m. Roscommon Town Square. Make sure you get out there and support the people of Roscommon. We need to support all towns of
Yeah.
Ireland. We're all in this together. And I suppose, like, what's your plans for the peaceful protest that's coming Saturday, Danica?
So the plan is to meet in the square now. And funnily, we were to meet at the front of the bank because it's probably the best for viewing. But council works started not long after the protest was out. So anyway, so they started council works this week, possibly to obstruct. Maybe it's a coincidence. So we're going to start it from behind, but it's still not going to obstruct us in any way. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to start it from behind. We're going to meet. We're going to have maybe a couple of speakers from the committee at the beginning. We're going to do a march down around, we'll do a loop through the town, and we'll kind of do a circle and come back up. And then we'll meet back in the square for a couple of speeches and just a few people that want to talk. And, even locals, if they feel, comfortable and they want to come and say a few words about the state of the town and how they feel about this are more than welcome as well.
Yeah, so I suppose if locals from Roscommon Town are listening to this and they want to contact Tanika, maybe they can contact you through Facebook, whatever, if they're willing to speak.
Yeah.
Because it is difficult to get people to speak at these protests because people are afraid to speak out. But no, you have a chance to stop us now. You have to really stop being afraid to be called names. Like, would you rather
Yeah,
save your town than being called names? Tanika's very brave here for what she's doing. She's putting her face out there, coming on my show, organising this protest. So the people of Roscommon have to back her, have to stand behind her and support her now. We really need the people of Roscommon town support. And have you
we
spoken to any
do.
of the business owners? Because, sorry, were you going to say something there?
Yeah, we do. We do need support, and this kind of attitude of, and I do find it, it's kind of an "I'm all right, Jack" kind of thing. We have no right to, to people say to me, have you not enough going on in your life? You're not busy enough. Do you need to be doing this? Yes, absolutely, you need to be. And like we've no right to sit back and allow this to happen and sell out our children's futures and our town futures and do nothing because we're okay for now.
Yeah,
And
yeah, no, I agree with you. That attitude's rife all over the country. Why bother? Why do anything? You're wasting your time. What's the
I
problem?
get it. I get it. Life is hard as well. The thing is, life is hard for a lot of people right now. Financially, people are just trying to get through the day, and often these things target working class areas and people who are literally just, living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have the time or the inclination to kind of, fight, and that's why they target those areas. It's so important to just fight back and oppose this at the source,
Yeah,
because it will get worse. There's so many examples, like quite locally, quite close to us. Sorry, I don't mean to go on, but like
no, go ahead.
Athlone, Ballydoon, that have been, really, really adversely affected by massive demographic change over time, and by IPAS centres. So it's so important. Please come out and support us. Bring your family, bring your flag, and yeah, just speak out. Just be
Yeah,
brave. Fear of a name is just so, like, we're past that. We're well
yeah.
past it.
We are past that stage now of being afraid to be called names. Look, I see there's some people from Roscommon in the live chat. If you've got a question for Danica, or if you kind of know the area a little bit more than me of what questions I should ask her, please let me know in the live chat. We'll have a look. I was going to ask you a question there about the local business owners, because we see out throughout the out towns all over Ireland, when you have iPass centres and men roaming the streets, it obviously, like Carrick Macross is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Like business owners, don't do so well because people are afraid to go onto the streets. Like women don't even walk the streets, so of course that affects business. Is there any like concern among
There's
business
no
owners?
very. I think there is, but it's a quiet concern. It's not vocalized as much now. Like, to be fair, like, I'm not going to call them out because I don't want to, whatever. But like, we have a business in the town that's happy to support us in our meetings, our committees and stuff like that. We do have a certain level of support and people can see what's going on, but it's just not as vocal as we need, right now. It's really just not.
Yeah, yeah, we need people speaking out and not being afraid to be called names. What it is, the time to speak out is now. Like, we have a chance to stop this in Roscommon Town. So
Yeah.
I speak out now. There's a fella there, Johnny says, she's very clear-headed about this whole situation. Great to hear. That's Johnny. He's an Irish American. His family comes from Roscommon, so he's very happy to see
Thanks,
people from
Jim.
Roscommon speaking out. Um, I'm looking for questions. Don't see any questions in the live chat. Look, is there anything else you want to say now, Danica, about this coming protest that I've missed or I haven't asked you? So if you're just tuning in,
Look,
protest is Saturday, 2 p.m., Roscommon Town Square. Get out there and support the people of Roscommon. Anything you want to say now, Danica?
look, I think we've kind of covered it. Look, just come out and support us. It's really important, and the numbers will be there. I think it might be a fear of some people, like, that nearly they could show up and that they'd be nearly exposed. I'm telling you, like, people will show up, and we just need everyone to be brave and stand together, and like, know that there's nothing racist about wanting accountability for the people that come into your town, and to know who they are and know their background. And we have to recognise what's going on a mass scale around this country, and avoid it for our town and towns in general. So yeah.
No, great stuff, Danica. You're very brave for speaking out. I'm very grateful for you coming on. We'll see you this Saturday, and hopefully
Yeah.
we'll get a good crowd down Saturday, 2 p.m., Roscommon Town Square. Get out there and support Danica, people of Roscommon, and make sure you get out of this protest this coming Saturday, right? Thanks so much for coming on, Danica. We'll see you on Saturday, right?
Thanks a million. Thanks for having me. We'll see you Saturday.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye.
God bless, bye. Okay, everybody, that was Danica there. Danica Dunn, well done to her for having the bravery to stand up and fight for her town. God bless her. Well done to the people of Roscommon. Now get out there and support her. She needs support. She needs backing. So let's get out there and support her now, right? Any questions in the live chat? What did you think of that? Put a 1 in the live chat for Donegal for being brave, for standing up for her town. Sporting you from County Leitrim, we'll be there on Saturday with bells on, says Ben Croy Cottage. Okay, very good. Thanks for supporting us. Stop the Plantation, says Anku Pula. Number 1 says Paddy. Colin Fisher says 1. Yeah, get the 1s in the live chat for Danica. Yeah, good stuff. Lots of 1s coming in there for support for Danica. I thought she did very well. She's very brave for standing up for her town. Good stuff. We will be live this coming Saturday at Roscommon Town Square. Me and a few other people will be going down there and meeting other members. We will be handing out flags, banners, placards, what else will be signs for the people of Roscommon to give them a hand. You know, we'll be bringing plenty of flags, so make sure you get out there and show the support for the people of Roscommon, right? So as I said already, look, we will be bringing flags. If you can support our work, we'd really appreciate it. We bringing hundreds of flags, placards, banners, signs, banners, flags, and newspapers, right? So if you can chip into our flag fund, there's a link in the description. We do hand these out for free. You don't ask for any money from the people we're giving them out to, but we ask for the public support. You know, we want to keep doing this. We were in RD, and not so long ago, we were in Drogheda at the weekend. We were in Dundalk. We were in Castleblaney, Carrickmacross, Bundorn, Letterkenny. You know, we're covering all these protests and trying to help the good people. So I suppose if you want to support us, you can do so by scrolling down below in the link in the description. My name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shield na Herne, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. We are spearheading the fight back against mass immigration into Ireland, but we cannot do this without you. We need your support. We're looking to put thousands of Irish nationalist flags into the hands of Irish patriots at all these anti-immigration protests that are sparking all over the country, but we cannot do this without you. We need you to scroll down below this video, click the link in the description and chip in now. A simple €10 donation will put 3 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. A €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. So scroll down below this video, support our work. You have a chance to help save Ireland. God bless you and God save Ireland. So yep, get out there and support the people of Roscommon this coming Saturday. If you want to chip into our flag fund, help us get flags, banners, placards. So we need your support. A simple €10 donation will put 3 flags into the hands of patriots. So if you want to be very generous, a €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. Look, we don't make any money from this. Any money that does come in, we pump it straight back into the movement. You know, look, we're travelling down from Donegal. It's a well over a 5-hour round trip. You know, my child's getting christened this coming weekend, but it doesn't. You know, the country comes first. God comes first, country second, and then family third. So our faith comes first, and then our country. So Roscommon is part of the country. So we're going down to Roscommon this coming Saturday. I have family coming from other parts of the world for this christening, but I'm saying no, I'm going down to Roscommon. Sorry, but you'll not see me for most of the day. So we're dedicated in this fight. We love our country. We love our people, and we'll be standing up for the good people of Roscommon this coming Saturday, right? So make sure you get down there, and if you can't get down there, support our flag fund. Help us pay for all these flags and whatnot, right? The link is in the description. Okay, look, we've got a few stories to cover actually now. Thanks again for Danica for coming on. We're very, very grateful. You did a great job. And what do you think of the new setup? You know, the interview I did with Danica there. You know, the new overlays and the left and right thing. I think it looks quite good. Yeah. So good stuff. Michael Weatherford donated, became a member, bought a jacket, very nice. Also ordered books, want to help the cause. Good man, Michael. I hope you got your jacket okay. Yeah, we'll see. Another thing, we don't push the shop enough too. Like, we have a fantastic shop. We're actually doing like an ad, like we do for the flag fund there, to kind of just to tell people about it, just to help our work, because we're on a very, very tight budget. Like, we want to keep handing out flags for free at these protests, but we rely on your support. We cannot do this without you. It's our government. If they cared about the country, they'd do something about it as a disgrace. Well, they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, so let's keep her lit now, right? What t-shirt am I wearing now? Because it's well warm in here. I must take off this jacket. I was going to say if it's a green jacket, you see, Oh god, it's tagged onto this jacket. Hold on a minute. Not very professional, but I am a sheep farmer from Castlefun. I can get away with it by saying that. Okay. Is that still clipped on? I've clipped it onto the wrong... Same thing again. Sorry. Hold on a minute here. I'm clipping it onto my t-shirt. I'm trying to... My earpiece. There we go. Come on, you boy. You. There we go. Alright, that's better now. I'm still... What is going on here? Oh, it's probably the sleeves. There we go. Let's take it away here. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Spilled some water myself. Take a deep breath and breathe. I spilled water in my trousers. Anyway, that is what it is. You have to do. You have to laugh at these things sometimes. Good tech, blasted shirt. Yeah, well, I got this shirt in Rome. European freedom fighters. I got this Rome from the boys in Forza Nova. Okay. Okay, look, we're going to cover some of the stories now. Where did you get that t-shirt from? Forza Nova, it's called the European Freedom Fighters, I believe, from the Alliance for Peace and Freedom, like a pan-European political party that we're members of. Okay, look, let's move on now, right? We've got some stories to cover here now, right? I've been to Rome since Oxford. Yeah, Rome's a beautiful place again. Same as every other European city. It's been engulfed, hasn't it? Okay. Let's see. What have we got now? What button do I press here now? Right? Press the wrong button now. I have to get used to this whole setup here now. That's the right one. Okay. So, the BBC has been forced to settle a defamation case taken against them by Ryan Casey, boyfriend of Irishwoman Aisling Murphy. Aisling was killed by a welfare migrant in 2022. After Ryan's victim impact statement, the BBC platformed far-left hack Kitty Holland, who claimed that Ryan incited hatred and went on to say people should instead talk about white Irishmen. Absolutely disgusting, the so-called journalist. Let's have a listen in here, right?
Kitty, I wonder, do you think the politicians and media ignore what others around the country said was the most significant part of Ryan Casey's victim impact statement? Ryan Casey, of course, was the boyfriend of the murdered teacher, Aisling Murphy. He prefaced his victim impact statement by saying his girlfriend's murderer had lived off the state without contributing to it for 10 years. And then he said, I feel like this country is no longer the country that Aisling and I grew up in and has officially lost its innocence when a crime of this magnitude could be perpetrated in broad daylight. We have to once and for all, he said, start putting the safety of not only Irish people, but everybody in this country who works hard, pays taxes, raises families, and overall contributes to society first. Those were very interesting comments, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think elements of them were not good, frankly. I think they were incitement to hatred, and I think that's why the media left out aspects of them. This was an extremely heartbroken and devastated young man who has lost the partner of his life, but the race and nationality of the man who perpetrated that awful violence on Aisling and murdered her is irrelevant. And I can understand, in the emotion and him feeling that, and he's entitled to his views. But I think the media has a responsibility to not report views that are incitement to hatred. And he is being held up as a hero of the far right now. So interesting, you may call them, but
complex, I suppose, is another word that you could use for them. I mean, I'm sure he would say they weren't meant to be incitement to hatred. Was it the right thing for the media to overlook them in those circumstances? I mean, was it an embarrassed overlooking of those comments, do you think?
I don't think so. I think they were right to not include them. I don't think that they were helpful. It's the kind of thing that, you know, the far right latches onto, that they latched onto the nationality of the man who attacked the children. And, you know, I'd love them to go down to the courts and report on all the white Irish men who are perpetrating violence on Irish and immigrant women every day in the court. They're not doing that. So the nationality, what the problem here is violence against women and children. It's not the nationality of the people who are perpetrating it. The problem is misogyny and hatred and entitlement to inflict violence on women and children. It's another related issue and ill in society, but it has nothing to do with race.
Yeah, nothing to do with race at all. So for those of you who don't know, that was Katie Holland, a far-left journalist hack, commenting on the brutal murder of Aisling Murphy, a young girl who was out jogging, young Irish teacher, and she was brutally killed, stabbed to death by a Roma gypsy, not ethnically European, Indian origin, Roma gypsy. Very, very important to distinguish these people from ethnic Europeans. And he shouldn't have been in the country at all. Had a long criminal record in Slovakia. Should never been in the country, never worked a day in his life. And his family are now up on trial for covering up what actually happened. And, you know, let's talk about the Rape Crisis Centre of Ireland. You know, the Irish government, the Gardaí, don't release crime statistics based on race or immigration status. But now it was the Rape Crisis Centre of Ireland. Now a far left NGO, or they're not like right wing or anything, far left. They said an African is 10 times more likely to be accused of rape than an Indigenous Irish person. So, you know, what does that tell you? But we don't need to use them stats. We can just look in America for the black on white compared to white on black crime. Look at Denmark, for example. We all know there's a pattern here. And we are importing a people who are very hostile towards us, who despise us, who hate us. Now, not every single one of them, of course, but, you know, let's call a spade here. And this far-left journalist hack, who the mainstream media really refused to mention her name. So it's absolutely disgusting, completely abhorrent, and may our beloved Aisling Murphy rest in peace. So what's everybody saying in the live chat? Please let me know. What do you think of this creature? And the judgment today. Well done to Mr. Casey. Hopefully he won an absolute fortune. So look, welcome to the show, everybody. If you're new, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. The very least you could do is share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there, right? FTMGO says, Niall, they are converting the old convent at Abbeyvale, which is between a secondary and primary school. The workers are sneaking into the old convent at 5:30 a.m. What county is that? Sorry, Abbeyvale. I don't want to say a county because I'm probably wrong. So it's an invasion here. Anyone describing this mass immigration population replacement as anything other than an invasion are being completely disingenuous. Limerick, okay, right. Look, it's really hard to cover it all. Like, if I'm willing to speak out about it, do a video on it, absolutely. Okay. Okay, what else have we got in store for you here? We've got other videos and whatnot here for us, everybody. Let me see here now, right? Also, before we go on to the next show, right, I just want to show you my backup YouTube channel. Make sure you go and subscribe there, right? That's it there. We've got 157 subscribers. So let's get this up to 200 subscribers today. Come on. Everybody now who's watching the show, go and subscribe. It's really, really important. There's almost 300 watching live. If you all went over and subscribed, there would be we have 450 or so subscribers. So go over and subscribe now and come back to the channel. Go and subscribe to my backup channel. Link is in the description. We're uploading videos. All our old videos that we haven't uploaded to, or you can't see on my main channel. You'll be able to see all the old videos going back over a decade, because my YouTube channel's 13.5 years old. So make sure you subscribe to my backup channel. If anything happens, this main channel, right? Let's get the numbers up there. 157. Look, 5 people subscribe. Come on, let's get the subscribes up there. Let me see them. I'll post it in the live chat, alright? So you have no excuses, right? So the link is in the description. Well, how do I get that now? Let me see here now. I'll post the link in the description, right, for you to get the backup channel. Make sure you go and subscribe there now. Yeah, that's it. Good man, Sean. Sean Max posting it there now, right? And let me know, how's the buffering? The buffering seems to be okay, does it? The buffering seems to be okay. Please let me know in the live chat. Is it okay? Is it acting the you know what or what? It's quite temperamental. I don't know why it buffers sometimes and other times it doesn't. Okay, let me see the subs are now 173. Look, let's get her up to 200. Get over there and subscribe now. Let's get the numbers up there. Cost you nothing to subscribe. Chill Winston says, been sub for a year or two. I'm sure get the notifications too. Good stuff. Make sure you get over and subscribe, alright? Okay, look, let's keep her up now, right? We've got many other things to talk about here. Yeah, hate speech laws. Let's talk about the hate speech laws, alright? Okay. So, unbelievable. Taoiseach Mihal Martin says his government is committed to updating hate speech laws despite overwhelming public opposition. I don't know about the rest of you, but the government will never tell me what I can and cannot talk about. So let's have a listen here to what the leader of Ireland, Mihal Martin, has to say about hate speech laws coming into Ireland.
I checked this before I came in. There's been 5 convictions under the 89 Act. So that's 5 convictions in over 35 years. Yeah. It's seen as very difficult to enforce. And I think government, the previous government that you were part of it, conceded that it did need to be updated. It did need to be modernised. So I could really impart that on you, Taoiseach.
Yeah, but the strategy has committed to modernisation of that act.
Okay, so that is, so I'm going to say, hopefully it kind of saves in the role.
I'm going to follow this up with the Minister for Justice.
If you could, because it's very much
and the Minister for Equality.
Not just the view of the LGBT plus community, but actually the Coalition Against Hate Crime, which represents a broad spectrum of groups who advocate for minority communities. We are of the view that the law of this area, it's not an attack on freedom of speech, but when you reach that high threshold of inciting...
I think there was a legitimate issue of debate there, I would concede, in terms of making sure we protect, which we do anyway in the Constitution, freedom of speech, but perhaps in clarifying that and articulating that could have done a better job.
And I think you're right. I think broadly, though, it fell victim to the misinformation and to the culture war stuff, and I think the voices who are impacted directly by this issue were kind of crowded out by that kind of misinformation, those who need the protections of the law. So we'll watch this space carefully. It's definitely something we continue campaigning on. Finally, Taoiseach, just
it's a hard listen. So here you have a far-left radical LGBT NGO funded by you, the Irish taxpayer, lobbying the leader of Ireland, the Taoiseach of Ireland, to implement hate speech laws, and he's agreeing. What kind of world do we live in? So these hate speech laws will be targeted against people like myself who are speaking out against the destruction of Ireland. We see what's happened in the UK. The people are getting arrested for Facebook posts. Just mildly criticising immigration, you're going to get arrested. And we saw the draft of the hate speech legislation. It was the most draconian hate speech legislation we've ever seen. You are presumed guilty and you have to prove yourself innocent. And all a migrant has to do, all they has to be is offended by something you've said, and you could get arrested. Done for 5 years. So this hate speech legislation has to be opposed. And that's why you need to support people like ourselves who's willing to stand up to this tyranny being imposed upon the Irish people. Because once this comes in, there's really no going back, and people will be rounded up and thrown into jail. So support the social media influencers who've had the courage, I suppose, to speak up against mass immigration and to oppose government overreach and government censorship. So that's why it's important to share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. And subscribe to my backup YouTube channel as well. Down below in the description, subscribe to the backup channel now. And share these videos with your Facebook groups, your WhatsApp groups, your Telegram groups. Send it to your mother, send it to your father. Let's get the message out there, alright? What's everybody saying in the live chat? Evening, Niall, says Lily Vera. Thank you very much. Good evening, says Paddy 5. Good stuff. Someone said earlier I had a cold. You know what? I do have a cold. You must be able to tell. The live chat's going that fast here. I can't really keep up with. Let me go to the backup channel now to see how many subscribers are there. I had 173, and now there is 188. Look, let's keep her lit. Let's keep her lit. Let me bring this over here now, right? And can I get another? I want to get a 200 by the end of the show, right? So 200. There we see 188 subscribers. Let's get that up to 200. So scroll down below the video to my backup channel. It's pinned, or sorry, it's posted in the live chat there now. Let's get the members up to 200, right, or the subscribers up to 200. And also, look, we're going down to Roscommon this coming weekend for 2 p.m. Protest Start. We'll be live streaming. We'll be doing pre-recorded interviews. So make sure you tune in. And if you want to go down, like, we'd appeal to everybody to get down there and support the people of Roscommon. And we'll be bringing flags, Irish tricolour flags, Irish nationalist flags like the 4 provinces, Erin go Bra, the Irish Republic flag. We'll be giving them out for free. We'll be providing the banner for free, and placards and whatnot. So I make sure you support our work, right? And then you can join as a member too. So you can join Shield na HÉireann. I'm the leader of Shield na HÉireann, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. We are a street, what would you call us? We were like a Christian nationalist movement, and like we're a grassroots movement. We've got Ireland's only patriotic newspaper, the Irish Patriot. We've got distributors all over the country distributing our newspaper, the Irish Patriot. So you can join as a member from anywhere in the world. And let me play this wee clip here to show you exactly what do you get if you join as a member. My name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shield na HÉireann, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland, and we need you to join our movement now. We are spearheading the campaign against the mass immigration invasion into Ireland. Scroll down below this video, click the link in the description, or click the link in the bio to join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world, Ireland, the UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, no matter where you are from, join as a member now. What do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful lapel badge, you get this Who We Are booklet, you get this frame proclamation, you get the Irish tricolour flag, and much more. Scroll down below this video, click the link now, join as a member now. Ireland needs you. Join the fight back. Stop the mass immigration invasion now. God bless you all, and God save Ireland. So yes, join as a member now. Scroll down below the video in the description. Join as a member. You can join from anywhere else in the world. So if you're in Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, join as a member now. Support our work. Let's keep her lit. Let's keep fighting for Ireland. We'll be doing Roscommon this coming Saturday, 2 p.m. Roscommon Town Square. Make sure you get out there and support the people of Roscommon. And let's stop the Bypass Centre. Okay, so we're still 9 subscribers away from 200, so make sure you get down there. Come on, we need 9 people to subscribe now. And we need 9 people to subscribe to get to 200 subscribers on my backup channel, right? This is my backup channel. Scroll down below the video in the description. Subscribe to my backup channel now. Let's get her up to 200, alright? Okay, what else have we got here for you? I thought I had another clip here. Where is it now? I had something lined up for you here now. So this could be an interesting video here. Huh? Let's play this one. I do have a cold. You're right. I hear myself snuffling. So while like we rely on your support, like we're not funded by the state, we're not funded by NGOs. We rely on you, the listeners. So, no, your support. We cannot do this without you. And yes, I asked for support, but like that doesn't mean any support really comes in. Like for example tonight, like no one has donated anything. There's not even a €10 donation. You know, and you might think, oh, there's 250 people watching live. Somebody's bound to have donated. Not one donation, not €10. You know, and we handed these flags, banners, placards for free. We travelled down there, like 5-hour round trip. We do this out of love for our country, but like we can't do this without you. So that's why we do need your support here. We cannot do this without you. This is our flag fund here. Like we desperately need your support. So if you can chip in €10, like we really need your help. I want to keep doing this. I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to travel the country, but we cannot do this on our own. So if you can chip in just €10 to hand out 3 flags, that's all you need to do. But if you want to chip in more, if you can afford it, we'd really, really appreciate it. Like we are providing free entertainment here, like, but we're hoping we can get the support of the people, not only of Ireland, the diaspora, people all over the world too. You can chip in from anywhere else in the world. So why chip in now to our flag. Oh, I think was I muted that whole time there? I hope not. Oh, I wasn't muted. Anyway, that is what it is. If I was or not. Sound, oh god, I think I was muted there. After was that whole rant muted? Maybe it was. Let me go to the live chat here. Sometimes you don't realise yourself. So all I was saying, if it was muted there, like we need your support. We can't do this on our own. Like we handed these flags for free. Oh no, we all weren't. Now sound's gone. You were silent. You're okay now. Yeah, I was just saying, look, we need your support. We can't do this without you. We handed hundreds of flags for free. And I was saying there, like I just checked there, like not one single donation has come in tonight. People think, oh, like there's 250 watching. People will be donating. No, it's really not the case. And any money that does come in comes back into the movement. Look, if you can afford it, of course. We want to keep doing this. I'm happy to travel around the country, supporting all the protests all over Ireland, but we need your support. So if you can support us, like a €10 donation can put 3 flags into the hands of patriots. If you're feeling very generous, €100, we'll put 35 flags into the hand of Irish nationalists. But we need your support. But don't get funded by the state. Don't get funded by NGOs. We rely on you, the listeners, to support our work. All right. So if you want to chip in, scroll down below the video in the description or pin to the comment section to support our work. Okay. Let's play this clip now. Ireland isn't the UK or the United States. We were never multicultural. What you're seeing here is the innate tribalism found deep inside every Irish man and woman. It's finally starting to come out. Let's have a listen in here. Let's go back to the start.
You are Africans. You belong in Africa. You murder our children, our youth, our lives, our people precious to us. You are heathens. Ireland is Catholic, Christian country. You have to depart. We do not want you in our country. You're racist.
Based.
You can call me racist. I call myself. Have I ever? I'm from Brazil too. And you are African.
No,
Yeah,
from
no,
Brazil. No, sorry.
You are African.
It's from Brazil. Sorry. Sorry.
You are African.
What's problem? What's from Brazil?
African. You are African.
No.
You are lost. You have.
Why is she problem? You are problem. What? No, what's from Brazil? Why is she problem? You are problem.
We do not want you. You do not want you. We do not want you because of your behavior. You have to depart. Why do you not want?
This is your job. This is your job.
What job?
For looking for where you're from. Yes, your job.
I'm changing. Precious life. All these things, they never happened.
Crazy. You are crazy.
They never happened.
Crazy.
Get out, get out, get out, get out. You get out, get out. You're Africans. Africans, heathens, get out.
Why?
Get out of our country. Get out of our country.
Sorry, she don't from Africa.
Crazy. Out of our country.
Crazy.
Crazy and ugly. Out of our country.
You are ugly. You are crazy.
We want you out. Because we're murderers, heathens. Murder our children, our youth. All these things never happened before you came. We want you out.
Crazy woman. Crazy.
Keep waiting.
Have a good
Based
day.
Irish woman.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
But you know, like, the cheeking of the audacity of the Brazilian Africans, well, they are originally from Africans, or they're the mongrels. To tell the Irish woman in her own country that she's crazy and to get out, really, in her own country. So well done to her for standing up for your country. We need more of this. We need more people for standing up for our people, saying, look, we have enough is enough. Like, we've nothing against anybody, but we have to look after our own people. And, we need real strength now in our people, and we need real, what's the word? Righteous anger. And these people aren't refugees. They're not fleeing any war. Is there any war in Brazil? Of course they're not. They're scammers coming in here because Ireland is the land of milk and honey, and we need to carry out mass deportations now. We need to stop being so nice. Instead of being so welcoming, we need to be, having the old 1,000 goodbyes instead of 1,000 welcomes. What do you think? Let me go to the live chat there, see what everyone is saying. Great Irish lady. Absolutely. Based Irish lady. She stood her ground. Yeah, she stood her ground and more. And more. She gave it back to them. Yeah, you're getting this in the UK, absolutely. Economic migrants. Good stuff, good stuff. That put a smile on my face. Look, let's go over here again, right? We're 2 subscribers off hitting the 200, so make sure you get over there and subscribe. There's a backup channel there now to my YouTube channel in case the main one goes. This is where we're going live and posting all the videos, so make sure you subscribe there now. Let's get the numbers up there. Let's get it over 200 before the end of the live show, alright? Scroll down below the video in the description for the YouTube backup channel, alright? Stars to the lady, says Eva, absolutely. Great lady, says John. Yeah, 100%. If you want to contact me through the website, that lady, more than welcome. I'll want to do an interview with you. You can contact me through the website, irishpatriots.com. Click the contact button. Good stuff. So look, it's great to see you all tonight. If you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. Is it a real house? No, it's a green screen. Not a real house, unfortunately. It looks quite good though, isn't it? Good stuff. Look, I said already, look. We're going to the Roscommon this coming Saturday for a protest at 2 p.m. Roscommon Town Square. Make sure you get out there, show the support for our people of Roscommon. We'll be bringing flags, banners, placards, signs, live streams, pre-recorded interviews, etc. If you want to support our work, you can. If you can't afford it, that's all right. We don't expect you to support us if you can't. If you can't afford to chip in, but no, we do give all these flags out for free. And a simple €10 donation will put three flags into the hands of Irish Nationalists. A €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish Nationalists. This is protests we've been at here in Dublin, Bundoran, RD, etc. So I scroll down below the video in the description. Chip into our flag fund now. Help us put more flags on the streets. We want to keep doing this, but we need your support. We cannot do this without you. Yeah, I think it's one of the best videos I've seen. Yeah, absolutely, 100% it is. It is one of the best videos I've seen yet. So, and if you want to become a member, you can do so. Just play this clip here now. For those of you who want to join, you can join from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. Join as a member now.
I'm the leader of Shilman, Ireland's fastest growing Christian national movement in the whole island of Ireland. And we need you to join our movement now. We are spearheading the campaign against the mass immigration invasion into Ireland. Scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, or click the link in the bio to join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, no matter where you're from, join as a member now. What do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful lapel badge, you get this Who We Are booklet, you get this frame proclamation, you get the Irish tricolour flag, and much more. Scroll down below this video, click the link now, join as a member now. Ireland needs you. Join the fight back. Stop the mass immigration invasion now. God bless you all, and God save Ireland.
Oh, there was echo in the audio. Was there? Sugar. I don't know why that was. Anyway, it is what it is now. I'm trying to still get sound and stuff right. I'm going to sneeze here now. My God. I should be alright. Look, that's it for me tonight, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you share these videos with your friends and family. Make sure and Subscribe to the backup channel TV, or subscribe to the backup channel. And if you want to join as a member, you can, or chip into our 500. Really appreciate it. We will be in Roscommon this coming Saturday, right? We'll see you in Roscommon. Make sure you get out there, support the good people of Roscommon. So we'll see you all again soon. Probably see you Saturday is the next time we go live, right? So we'll see you all Saturday. God bless us all. Erin go bra.